Becoming wealthy is the #1 goal for most people in the world. Whether it's enough wealth to fund a trip to Mars, or just enough to cover life's expenses with plenty left over for a leisurely lifestyle, you'll need to avoid certain habits that will only thwart your efforts. In today's video, we are going to talk about 7 habits that prevent you from becoming rich. Hello entrepreneur, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. We make videos weekly about how to take charge of your life's finances and explore practices that will help us live happier and healthier lives. Let's dive right into the first bad habit you'll need to avoid. Number 1. Don't buy liabilities over assets. People who are in the upper and middle class spend their money on assets when they can, rather than acquiring a liability. If you want to be wealthy, you should accumulate assets that will provide you with a steady stream of income and try to avoid buying anything that will depreciate in value unless it is a necessity. Will that flashy new car that you want to purchase with a loan appreciate in value? Or will it depreciate? The brand new wardrobe of clothes that's sitting in your Amazon shopping cart, will that gain any value once you buy it? These things may make you feel rich, but your bank account does not care what car you drive or what kind of watch you look at to tell the time. Wise people only make such purchases after they've invested in some assets that will provide them an income, or will appreciate and be sold at a later date. So if you have a bad habit of impulse buying or buying things to keep up with trends or to impress your friends, you may want to curtail this behavior. Instead, try to find an ETF or a mutual fund, or try to invest in real estate, or buy an online course to invest in yourself. This one minor change in one's daily buying habits can have extreme effects for years. Number 2. Overspending. Spending more money than you bring in will never lead to financial success, regardless of whether you're trying to buy a car or a house that you can't afford, or running up a credit card account. According to research, 95% of people living in poverty do not save money, and the majority of those people have built up debt in order to maintain their current way of living. Regardless of the level of your paycheck, the path to true wealth is through the disciplined saving and investment of a percentage of what you make. Last but not least, your habit of overspending can be drastically improved by avoiding an environment where you will be tempted to make bad decisions. Even if you're quite excellent at managing your money, separating your spending can help you in 2 ways. It can help you increase your savings, and it can help you refocus your spending in a way that's more in line with your overall plan. Number 3. Negative relationships. It might be challenging to cut relationships with people who may be preventing you from achieving your goals. But if you really want to set yourself up for a prosperous future, you have no choice but to take these steps. People who are encouraging, cheerful, interested, and helpful are the kinds of people who will have a positive impact on your life. People who are happier on a day-to-day basis tend to be much more successful than those who are constantly put into a box. Nicholas Christakis, a researcher who formerly worked at Yale University, asserts that habits might be compared to viruses that spread throughout our social networks. This could be a positive development if the things you share with this person are constructive and contribute to the improvement of your life. For instance, if your inner circle consists of people who are frugal and intent on reducing their financial outlays, there is a good chance that you may pick up some of their smart financial behaviors. On the other hand, this could be a negative thing if the behavior of the people in your inner circle is poisonous or destructive. So you should always avoid the company of those people who do not appreciate the good things in you and are discouraging you. It is one of the most important steps on the path of becoming wealthy. Number 4. Relying on a single stream of income. Many of us rely on a single source of income to make ends meet, but it is not the strategy followed by future millionaires. According to a recent study, 65% of the wealthy had at least 3 separate revenue streams established before making their first $1 million. This not only increases the possibility of earnings, but it also serves as a safety net in the event of job loss or drastic changes in the market. The issue with only having one source of income is the idea that you're putting all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors and the fourth wealthiest person on the planet, said, "Never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source." Even the highest-paying jobs don't guarantee job stability for their employees. Use common sense and diversify your income portfolio. Establishing numerous revenue streams is not a luxury that can be afforded today. Rather, it is a requirement that must be met. Increasing your revenue is the first thing you should focus on while trying to improve your financial standing. Number 5. Having no plan. When it comes to formulating a strategy for the future, the only resources you really need are your own creativity and willpower. The first step toward achieving any kind of success, not simply financial success, is to create a strategy outlining what it is that you want to achieve and where you want to be in the next 1 to 3 to 5 years. Research found that 95% of people living in poverty did not have a strategy for their lives. Without a plan or long-term objectives, we are like leaves on a windy autumn day. We float through the air without any particular direction. You may have the desire to be rich, but if you don't make plans for the future, you'll never achieve that goal. If you don't have a strategy, you won't be able to save money, and you'll always have an excuse for why you can't. A financial plan can assist you in establishing goals and developing a well-thought-out plan to achieve those goals. Number 6. Sticking to your comfort zone. We will do practically anything to avoid standing out in a crowd, as we strive to blend in, adapt to society, and become accepted. But most people will never be successful because they can't set themselves apart from the rest. Rich people tend to be more at ease with uncertainty than poor people, who tend to seek solace in their routines and are reluctant to venture outside of their comfort zone. Trying to increase your wealth will require you to take some calculated risks. However, the majority of people will never push their boundaries, which is why those who step outside their comfort zone are generally rewarded. Number 7. Gambling. There is no such thing as getting rich quickly. Achieving success in one's financial situation needs time, ambition, and a consistent, focused effort. Those that gamble are fooling themselves into thinking there is a faster way to achieve their goals. A recent survey found that among people with low incomes, 52% bet on sports at least once a week, and 77% played the lottery every week. On the other hand, 84% of wealthy people did not gamble on sporting events, and 94% did not play lottery games. Millionaires who have built their wealth on their own have little interest in quick, rich schemes. Instead, they make it a habit to pursue the dreams and goals that they have set for themselves. My final and biggest piece of advice is it does not matter if your goal is to become wealthy or simply to live a comfortable life. The routines that you keep up over your early years will determine whether or not you ultimately succeed in achieving your objectives. If you steer clear of the errors listed in this video, you will give yourself a leg up over the competition in your climb to becoming financially independent. That was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about being financially savvy. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in the next video.